Good morning, folks. How are you this morning? Ooh, what's the day like today? I haven't been out yet. I haven't been out and had a look. Now listen, I'm excited about today. You know why? Today's our wedding anniversary. Margaret and I have been married 49 years today. And the kids reckon it's not our wedding anniversary. They reckon our wedding anniversary was yesterday. You see, we were married on the 29th of February. And it only happens every 4 years. So we only have a wedding anniversary every 4 years. And so it's a bit confusing. But I told Mother, I said, you know, we're married 49 years. She couldn't care less. I mean, she's old now. And she's got problems. She's got shingles at the moment. I shouldn't be telling you that, but she's going to the doctor today. Bloody terrible, just a minute. You know what causes shingles, don't you, in old people? Worry, stress and worry. That's what causes it. That's why she's sick. Oh, yeah. You see, Mother and I were going to go on a holiday when we were retired. We were going to go to Scotland. Mum was always wanting to go to Scotland. And we're going to go on a cruise liner. We'd never been on one of those big ships, you know. We want to do that. And we'd saved up our money. We had $30,000 tucked away there for the holiday. But of course we've had to give it to Christine, haven't we? Because the law says we can't have that money. We can't go on holiday. We're not allowed to. We have to pay Christine because we sacked her. We're not allowed to sack people in this country. But anyway, I've got some good news. I got a letter. I got an email. I've been writing to a fellow called Adrian Turner. He's the general manager of Harvey World Travel franchise. And you remember yesterday we talked about Harvey World Travel. And this is what he says in the email. I'm not sure why you have us in on this, but we have not asked to be part of this and have no intention of taking part. So what does that mean? It means it's go away. We did nothing wrong and get away. Well, I tell you what he did wrong. I'm going to write something. I wrote him a letter. I wrote Kate Flynn, I think the lady's name down here. She's bought the franchise for Harvey World Travel in Timaru. And I wrote a thing. This is what I wrote. I'm going to read it out to you because it's quite. I haven't published it, but I've sent a copy to this Adrian fella. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's called the Timaru Directory News. You see, because timarudirectory.co.nz news is my. That's my website. And Ronnie Bishop, motivational coach. And this is the headline: Harvey World Travel first in the hot seat on day one. Employment law questions asked. Headline, see? This is day one of a series of questions being put to individuals and organisations about their involvement in an employment dispute that began for my wife and I in 2007. I'm using my communication skills that I learned over many years as a Toastmaster and debt collection agent to ask for $1 million in compensation for the damage done to the good reputations of my wife and I as good, honest citizens and well-respected employers in my hometown of Timaru. So far I have posted over 150 posts on Ronnie's blog. I have also uploaded over 150 videos onto YouTube. I'm now currently running a campaign to remove the personal grievance clauses in government legislation. In my honest opinion, both the Employment Relations Act 2000 and the Treaty of Waitangi 1975 are open to exploitation by a few who have no regard for the plight of all New Zealand taxpayers. It's true. Each day I record a video of the true stories about my life, and I've called it True Stories in the Life of Ronnie B. And one day I'll write a book about it, of course. Harvey World Travel, who has over 500 agencies worldwide, is the first in the hot seat to be asked for a contribution in support of our cause to change the law in an effort to protect all small business owners in New Zealand. On YouTube and on Ronnie's blog, I ask Harvey World Travel 3 simple questions. Number 1. If an employee of your firm is dismissed for unacceptable behaviour, such as assault on a fellow worker, is it your company's policy to provide the sacked worker with a reference of good character and a confidentiality agreement? Number 2. When your Timaru branch franchise holder, Gayleen Bennett's, dismissed our former employee for unacceptable behaviour in the workplace, was she intimidated or felt threatened by lawyers if she did not reward your former employee for her bad behaviour? Number 3, does your company intend to make good the loss incurred by my wife and I after you had provided us with a character reference of good standing of your former employee after she had been dismissed of unsatisfactory behaviour? 3 simple questions. Part of the $1 million that I'm seeking in compensation will be used to send my 79-year-old wife on a well-deserved holiday after she had suffered 5 years of worry, stress and anxiety fighting alongside me over New Zealand's cruelest one-sided law. Stories wanted. If you are in business and have had an experience where you have been the victim of employment law injustice, then please write to us with details of your experience. We don't need names, just tell us what happened. You and I can't fight this on our own, but together we can bring about change to laws that are having a major detrimental effect on the New Zealand economy and turning good people into bad. Send your stories to Ron Bishop at 132 Glenelg Road, Timaru, or email me at ron@timarudirectory.co.nz. Well, I sent him a copy. That went out to, I gave a copy to the local manager of Harvey Will Travel here, and I sent a copy to this fellow Turner. Now, but it seems this fellow Turner doesn't have much clout in the organisation. Anyway, he's only the franchise manager. So I suggest that he's in the hot seat and he should contact his bosses. Now, I'll tell you who his bosses are. They're Harvey Will Travel International, and they're in Australia. There's 4 directors: Elizabeth Gaines, Robert Gurney, Catherine Kennedy and Greg Layton. They're part of the Stella Travel Australia. Yeah, so they should get in touch with them, because this is serious stuff. I'm not talking about bloody peanuts here. I want Harvey Will Travel to shout my wife and I a trip to Australia, and Australia to see my daughters and my family over there. And I want a trip to, on the way we want to go to Scotland. Well, I want to go to Scotland. I've never been to Scotland. We want to go to Scotland. We had the money for Scotland, but they took us off us. And we want to go on a cruise. We want to go on one of those big ships, because Christine went on 2 of them while she was with us, and we had to pay. We paid her. And listen, I've always wanted to go to Texas. It'd be nice to go to Texas. I've never been to Texas. I want to go to Texas where everything's big. So it wouldn't cost Harvey Will Travel much money, would it? I mean, we could go on a tour, fact-finding tour. I could be their ambassador, couldn't I? I could tell them what a great place it was, you know. I could sell lots of tickets for them. Yeah, there's a way around to these things. I don't need cash. We don't have to get cash. Wouldn't cost much at all, would it, eh? Hey, listen, I was going to tell you about the National Bank today, wasn't I? I don't think I will. I think I've got enough here today. Just a minute. Yeah, I think I'll wrap this up. National Bank can wait. I'm going to talk about, we've had enough here today. Let's sum up what I've said. First of all, it's our wedding anniversary. Margaret and I have been married 49 years. And we've got no presents, there's no flowers in the house, there's no nothing, right? Because nobody loves us anymore, because we're old. She's becoming up 80 soon, and I'm 72. Our kids love us, but, you know, we're not in society anymore. We're not contributing to the economy, because I'm unemployed, can't get a job, because it's another story. It's all about the employment law. That's why we're... And listen, so send us a present. I don't care. Harvey Will Travel. Send us some tickets. Send us some tickets to the bloody movies. Or something. Give us something. Because you put it across us. You told us that this woman was good. She wasn't good at all. She was aggressive and she abusive, and she got a job with another outfit, and she was abusive there. And she was abusive. You know what she did in my office? She got swished all the stuff off the floor, off my desk onto the floor, and told me I was the F this and F and that. I don't have that in my office, but I have to put up with it. The law says, because she said that, I have to pay her $30,000 bloody dollars. You know, you wonder why I get wild. Harvey will travel. Adrian Turner. Come on, get your bloody checkbook out. Send me the tickets. What's a couple of tickets to Scotland? Doing the round trip. By boat. Hey, listen, I'll see you tomorrow. Gotta go. Jeez. It's getting a bit, and my battery's getting flat, okay? My battery on my phone's getting flat, so I've got to recharge my battery. Hey, I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to talk about, I promise you I'll talk about the National Bank tomorrow, okay?